there is much easier. We'll talk about it in just a second. 10 over P equals, and I'm going to use a X there, 10 over X, 85 over 153. 10 over X, what did I say? 85 over 153. What times what? 10 times 1. Do you have to do that first? No. Could I do 85 times X first? Yeah, because cross products, it doesn't matter. That times that times that. As long as it's the right things being multiplied by each other. Could I do 153 times 10 or 10 times 153? Yeah, why? Multiplication is commutative. Commutative. You'll learn that word before this year's over. Also, X times 85, 85 times X doesn't matter. I would prefer 85 times X, just because it looks better. Okay, number and then letter. So 85 times X equals, yeah, I don't like the variable first. You could, but I just like 85X instead of, I don't know, it's kind of picky. 10 times 153, which is, we can erase that and just put 1,530. How do I get that by itself? Divide by 85. X is, anybody? What is it? 18. Wow, did you do it in your head? That's genius. Do what? This right here is. It's identical to what we just finished, right? Here you go, last one, and then we'll talk about a shortcut. 12 over 14, 84 over M. 12 over 14 equals 84 over M. Let's use an X. I like X's. Let me explain something else to you that'll make this problem easier. 12 over 14, I don't know. I don't like 12 over 14. I'd much rather Joseph reduce that. 12 over 14, you could write that as 6 over 7, and then you don't have to multiply such big numbers, but if you got a calculator, it doesn't matter either way. Because we're going to do 12 times X is equal to, what times what? Well, yeah, let's just leave it. 14 times 84, because we're going to do it with a calculator. So 12 times X equals, what is 14 times 84? You got it, Jake. 14 times 84? You're the only one with a calculator, right? 1176, and then we get X by itself by dividing by 12. 1176 divided by 12, Jake, is 98. That's what we said. Okay, here we go. Shortcut. Go back through these problems. Go back to the first one that we worked. 13 over 2 equals 65 over, 13 over 2 equals 65 over X. We did 2 times 65, and then we ended up dividing by what? Dividing by 13, moving it over. We multiplied these, and we ended up dividing by what? 13. The second one, we multiplied what two numbers? Why did we multiply those? Because they're across from each other, correct? And then we divided by what? The number, right? This one, we multiplied what two numbers? 153 and 10. Why do we multiply those two? Because they're across from each other, and then we divided by what? 12 over 14 equals 84 over X. We multiplied which two numbers? 84 and 14 again, because they were across from each other, and then we divided by 12. Why not just do that on every one of them? Multiply the two numbers that are across from each other, and then divide by the other number. Yes. Well, whenever you have like X plus 1 over 7 equals X minus 8 over, yeah, it won't work for those. So let's look at it. Let's look at the shortcut. 3 over 7 equals X over 9. All you've got to do, the two numbers that are across from each other, 3 times 9, which is divided by, that's their answer. You could change that to a decimal. You could change it to a mixed number. 7 into 27 will go 3 times. Let's 3 and 6 sevens. Yeah, I'll let you. X over 4 equals 9 over 10. Yes, sure will be. What two numbers are across from each other? 4 times 9 is 36. What other number do you have? 36 divided by 10 is 3.6. 3 and 6 tenths. Same thing. Same thing. Let me show you the only time the shortcut doesn't work. I'm glad Tommy said that. There is one point where it's going to be hard to use this shortcut. And I could actually give you some problems like this now. X plus 1 over 3 equals x minus 2 over 4. But this is not hard. You can do this. Okay, we're going to do this. Do what? No. That's what we're looking for. X can be any number we're trying to find out. Could you what? Here's what you do. Go back to what I told you. Is this a proportion? What makes it a proportion? Fractions equal. So therefore, since it is a proportion, 3 times what? 3 times x minus 2 should equal 4 times what? 4 times x plus 1. Cross product should be equal, right? Makes sense. So what is 3 times x minus 2? We just did those. 3x minus 6, distributive. What is 4 times x plus 1? Correct? Can you solve that? I hope. We just took a test on it, right? Move the 3x over here by doing minus 3x. What do you get? Negative 6 equals 1x plus 4. Move the plus 4 over here by doing minus 4. What is x? That's it. So we can solve, but it's going to be hard to use the shortcut because what numbers are across from each other? Well, there are none. Okay, you have variables on both tops, so you can't use shortcut there.